We are live. We'll give it just a few minutes here and give you some time to join in. I think Timothy will be joining us here soon. Let me see if I can share this. Add him in here. It's been a little bit, so you guys, thank you for being patient with me as I am figuring this stuff out. Hey, thank you, Timothy, for joining on TikTok. If you got any questions for Timmy, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I put out a post earlier today on YouTube, and someone had commented on that for a question that they had for you, Timmy. So, are you there, Timmy? Let's see if I can add you in. Here we go. Like the live. Let's see. Not too many times here, but I'm just figuring it out. Let me see. Recordings. Minute. There's no button for me to join. Are you just on the live, Timmy, or are you able to join in as a collaborator? Yeah, I'm seeing that too, Timmy. I just reading your comment here. I am trying to locate the button for you to be added in, and I'm not seeing it. Maybe someone in the comments can tell us how to do that. We're a little ignorant with this technology, but at least I am. And I'm trying to figure out how to add Timmy in just by clicking a button on YouTube. Obviously, we won't be added in. So thank you guys for joining us on YouTube as well. But we're just going to be doing about a 30-minute live here, answering your all's questions. But currently, I am working on TikTok trying to get Timmy locked in so that you guys can see him as well. But make sure that you post your questions in the comment for him in the comments on TikTok and YouTube, and that way we can get rolling here as soon as I get him added in. So just bear with us for a bit if I can figure this out. Let's see. It's a little tricky, honestly. Oh, there's a button on here somewhere. So I've been told. I've never actually. Hey, Timmy, I'm going to send you a... that's not going to work. I was going to send you... Here we go. Share music. Oh. Yeah, if you guys are on the live right now, make sure that you share it with your friends that have maybe expressed interest or have questions about the Amish. That's greatly appreciated as well. Hello, Alabama from YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Texas. Thank you for joining us. Poolville. Hello from Ohio. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we just got started, and I'm trying to add Timmy in so that he can be on the same live stream with us. So thank you for bearing with us as we get started. But if there is someone in the comments that knows how to do this, please comment, tell me which button to push. I am currently checking everything to try to figure out how to do this. So let's see. I have never, to be honest, I have never actually invited another creator into a live stream with me, so it's my first time doing this. So appreciate you all's patience as I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, so Timmy, you just said that I need to go live at least 3 times. I've been live at least 3 times, but I don't know, maybe it's within a certain time period before it allows me to add you in. But anyway, I am currently not able to add Timmy in. He's in the comments. If you guys have any questions for him, I did a podcast this last weekend with him that you guys will see. This is Wednesday evening, so you guys will see this podcast on Friday evening. If all goes well, we'll have that posted for you, and then I'm sure there will be a lot more questions. But just in the meantime, we wanted to do a live stream together in order to let you guys know what we're doing and what's coming, and that way you can check out the podcast when it does come out. And I want to do more of these lives with my guests in the future, and I thought it's such a great time to start because Timmy is just starting out on his journey with, being on social media, and obviously he's becoming very popular very fast with being on Theo, and so I wanted to get on here and do this live with you guys, answer any questions. I know a lot of you have questions, and I'm unfortunately not been able to get to a lot of them just because we're so slammed with booking guests and getting them on the podcast. So now's your opportunity. One of the questions that I saw earlier, and I'll pull this up in the meantime. You could have me on the phone. Yeah, let me see if I can do that. Where I'm actually live on my phone. So let me just see if I can add you in, and then that way you can answer questions to me as they're coming in. So let me do this. Let me go here, and let me see here. So I'm actually hopefully adding Jimmy in here. If we can do that. Hello from Ohio. Yeah, I got my Dottie rocker here. I love this rocking chair because we grew up with these rocking chairs, and it was one of the first pieces of furniture that I bought after we were on our own. At first pieces of Amish furniture that we bought, because Amish furniture is not very it's not very cheap, and we were able to buy ourselves a rocker after we got married, and yeah, it's an authentic Amish rocking chair. Hello from Georgia. Hello from Canada. Wow, thank you guys for joining in. Greatly appreciate you joining this live stream. Currently, we're working on a few issues very soon, but just letting you guys know if I'm a little bit silent, that's why. I'm trying to get Timmy on the other line so that we can have a conversation back and forth throughout this live. I know that some of you will have questions for him, and I was hoping to be able to answer those questions. We were trying to get him joined in. Hey, Timmy.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, welcome. You're live. As you can see, we're live. So we got people on YouTube and people on TikTok, and just give me a thumbs up, you guys, and say yes if you can hear Timmy, because he's on a call right now with me, but he's not. I'm not able to join him in on the live for some reason. I don't know why. But
when I tried to go like live and stuff, yeah, I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself? Should I mute you?
No, like when I first was trying to figure this stuff out, like you have to go live for a little bit, I think, to have it where it's where you can go like have other people come on.
Yeah, I think at TikTok, I thought it was 3 times, and I've gone live at least 3 times, but maybe it's within a certain time period. That's what I'm wondering, if it's like if it's still restricted because I hadn't gone live within a certain time period. Because I'm not able to, like, there's no button anywhere for me to add you in.
Yeah, because I tried to go live, and then usually like you can see like when your friends are like live and stuff, you invite them and stuff.
Sure.
And there's like on your invite button, it said does not have co-host access, stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha. So I wonder, did you try on YouTube?
No, I haven't tried on YouTube.
I wonder if you.
I bet I could do on YouTube.
You try that. See, maybe participant mode. Anyone's left. Yeah, I'm currently looking at YouTube just to see if I can share my live with you in a way that's gonna. I can share the link. Let me do that and see if. Well, maybe not.
I don't know how YouTube works. I've never gone live on like YouTube.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a little tricky either way, because it's like YouTube is it's a whole nother thing. Just like TikTok,
Yeah,
it's its own thing.
It's like a way different thing too.
It is. Yeah, it's way different than TikTok. But there's quite a few people on TikTok, and they're currently listing some of, there's somebody there from New Jersey, originally from Pennsylvania, Florida, small world, I guess, somebody said.
That's pretty crazy, like how people are like all over the world and stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then somebody says that somebody had a question. Are you Amish, dude, and Lavina friends?
Yes, we are, and we're also cousins too.
Yeah, it's a pretty small world. You guys are cousins. That's on TikTok. And hello from Oregon, Ohio. Thank you so much for joining in on this live. And just so that you guys know, we are strictly here tonight to answer any questions that you guys have. And like I said earlier, I had posted on YouTube, someone had Someone had put a question on there, so we're gonna go ahead and I'll just read that question, and then that way you can hear it and answer it however you choose to. So let me see here. And then if there's anybody else on here that has questions, feel free to post them and try to do what we can. So somebody said, does Amish, I mean, this is just the beginning of the question, but does Amish dude feel good about acting so ignorant? I understand Rumspringa and innocence. I almost can't stand to watch his videos. So that's not the full question, but that is the main part of the question. So I don't know if you want to answer that question. I can answer part of it as well if you'd like. It's up to you.
I can answer that question. I mean, I'm not acting ignorant in any way. I don't think. I mean, there's just so many things that I don't know about, and I'm very curious about like learning about that stuff because it's like really interesting me. So
Yeah, I think. I think at least I can answer it from. I can't answer for you, and I guess this question was directed towards you. And I'm not sure if this is a non-Amish person. Maybe if you're listening right now, you could comment and say that whether or not you're a non-Amish person or an Amish person. And I know that like some of the stuff may come across as completely acting, and sometimes that is the case. Hopefully, like if I'm acting, if I'm ever acting to you guys, like I will say like that was an act, right? But most of the time when you grow up Schwarzentrooper Amish, there's a lot of things that we don't get, and that's the way that you grew up as well, Timothy. But it's like things that we don't get that maybe some other more popular Amish get in terms of understanding and education. And so it may come across as like something that you should obviously know about, but maybe you come across as like ignorant with it, and it's because there's a good chance you are ignorant to it. Right?
yeah.
So I know for myself, like there's been plenty of times when I am when I'm like I just simply don't understand the way the rest of the world understands it, so it may seem like, hey, you are definitely not that ignorant to what's going on in the world. But yeah, anyway, that's my rambling on it. Anything else you want to add to that?
I don't think so. No.
I want to know about the Amish and smoking weed. I've heard from friends that the Amish grow the best available. Do you know anything about that, Timmy?
No, I don't know of a single like Amish person that's growing weed. Not that I know of. If they do, I mean, I don't recommend it. I've seen some growing like in the ditch and stuff and like the pasture, but I stay away from that stuff because that stuff is like not good for you.
Yeah, well, I'll just say from my experience, I mean, for some of you, you already heard some of part of my story, but I did grow up with a pretty, I guess, rough background before I left the Amish. So, like, I did get in a lot of trouble when I was in my teenage years, and I did dabble in smoking some weed, but I never grew it. I never had any access to it growing weed. So like I just purchased it from someone that grew it. And I will say that I don't know a single Amish person that grows weed. It's actually very, very frowned upon, and it's very, very much you know, it would be shunned if someone found out that you're smoking weed or you're participating in that. And so I don't know. I mean, this person's obviously saying like the Amish grow the best. You know, you might you might you might be hanging out with the wrong Amish if that's the case, because
Yeah, I mean, people always claim I look high. I mean, like I'm when I look high, like I'm usually like tired. Like when that happens, I mean, yeah, I just my eyes get like really shut when I get tired. I mean,
yeah.
they close up fully when I sleep, but like when I'm tired, it's so
Yeah. Well,
like squinting or something.
yeah. Well, and I think that that is related, like, you know, depending on the person. Somebody said, I'll just answer this, like, and I don't want to clarify, like, when I say I had a rough like childhood, and I participated in a lot of things that I'm not proud of. I do not support smoking weed in any way. Actually, it was horrible for me. Like, I didn't. I wasn't a very productive citizen when I was when I was doing that stuff. So, I just want to clarify that for all you younger folks who are listening. There's a lot of young kids that think it's cool nowadays because it's legalized in so many states.
Oh,
And
it's legalized?
oh yeah, like I think Colorado. I mean, it's for medical purposes, right? So it's not for your everyday use like most people do. But yeah. Anyway, I just say that, like, anything that is what's the right word to use? Anything that's altering your mind in any way, whether that's, I mean, you're using some kind of drug, you're using alcohol, honestly, you're doped out on technology like your phone, like that, anything that's altering your mind in any kind of way like that over an extended period of time, like I don't think is good for you. Like, I think you need to be able to, you know, think for yourself and make good decisions, and weed definitely doesn't help with that. Tell Amish dude to keep himself. He is the man. To keep himself, he is the man. So keep himself as in what? I think. What do you
Like
want to
just
say to that?
like just keep being myself. That's what I do. I mean,
Oh, yeah. That's right. He did say keep being yourself. Yep, he is the man.
yeah,
Yep,
like
there you go.
that's always what you have to do. That's always what I do. What I do. I mean, I do like if I'm on camera, I do sound a little bit more excited because like things are exciting when I'm usually like doing that stuff, like driving anything. Man, I love driving stuff. Um, Anything that has four wheels and a steering wheel.
Yeah, you're a good driver. Like, for those of you that are for those of you that are listening, and uh you're wanting to see some behind the scenes stuff of the before the podcast with Amish dude, we had a blast. We had a lot of fun, and I've already posted one clip on TikTok, so if you guys can check that out. But I'm gonna post that on our subscriber only list on YouTube. So if you want to see some behind the scenes, we're doing a lot more behind the scenes stuff, and we're going to be posting a lot more of that just behind a subscriber base, because what I've found with doing the podcast is it's fairly tricky to monetize in a way that is actually bringing in enough revenue that I can support myself and the family. And I absolutely love doing this kind of work, bringing you guys the interviews. But obviously, the most important thing for me is, like, to be able to support my family. And so I've created this subscription base on YouTube, and there's people joining it for sure. But I also want to bring some extra content for you guys, and so we're doing some of the behind the scenes stuff so that you have a little bit of reward for being subscribed to the podcast. And also, while we're at it, like, if you guys, one of our sponsors is the Lavana's Amish, or Lavana's Kitchen Co., and she has some Amish products on there, including her cookbook. So anything that you guys buy through that Amish discount code 10, then that will help the podcast as well. But let's go ahead and ask some more questions here. Do you have one pulled up? Timmy, that you want to answer?
There was one person that asked me, like, is it true that you only like emphasize reading like certain parts of the Bible, or but not the whole Bible? I mean, I've been trying to memorize some verses, like personally, like
Yeah, I think
there's
they're.
only one. There's only like one that I like like remember and stuff.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're asking. Uh, uh, I'm gonna assume they're asking the question for the Amish as a whole. Maybe they're asking it specifically for you. Rebecca, if you can maybe clarify if that's for the Amish as a whole or is it specifically for Timmy. But if they're asking for the Amish as a whole, yes, the Amish don't, at least the Schwarzentrooper Amish, just to clarify, like the way that Timmy and I grew up, um, they don't encourage you to read the whole Bible. In fact, a lot of times they will say, don't read too much of the Bible or you'll get deceived, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my understanding of what they teach in reading the Bible. Maybe you have opinion, you're still living that way, so you can shout me down if I'm not saying the right thing.
No, you're saying the right thing.
My aunt was shunned from, or yeah, from her Mennonite BC. Mennonite BC. She wasn't changed. She didn't change her car color. she so apparently she was Mennonite, and she refused to change her car color. Maybe. Am I reading that right, Timmy?
I don't know. I mean, most are like I have an aunt that's like Mennonite and stuff. She like left the Amish and became like Mennonite and stuff. And like I think they only have black cars, so she her aunt must have like a shiny white car or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's crazy. They wanted it black. That's what she said. Yeah, so that's pretty typical for Mennonites. Like certain groups of Mennonites, at least, they are very specific in what they want. Either they want like a certain car color, or like my brother is Holerman, which is a form of Mennonite, and they are not allowed radios and like I think smartphones and stuff like that. Definitely not allowed certain things on their smartphones. Very little picture taking. Um, they would frown upon like a lot of videos and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's just there's so many different Mennonites out there. Let's see. Somebody said on YouTube, uh, man, there's so many on here. Thank you guys for joining in on TikTok too. I really appreciated all the likes and the shares that you got and the questions that you guys are posting. And that's how she was. Okay. Do you see any more questions in there? Hey, Alaska, thank you for joining us. South Carolina. My question is, are you allowed to use modern technology? So that question comes up a lot. Timmy, do you want to answer that question?
Yeah, I mean, like the Amish have definitely like transitioned, not necessarily transitioned, but like started using more like over the last 10 years, I'd say, or my community anyway, because now we're allowed to use like battery tools for work and stuff, and have a driver. Because at one point we weren't even allowed to have like a driver stuff. I'm guessing like if you were back when you were still Amish, that might have been the case, but I don't know.
Yeah, when I was Amish, it was definitely a discussion in the church. Like there was almost, I don't know if there was a split or almost a split because of the driver piece itself. And at one point it was like really like they had shut it down. We were not allowed to use drivers, meaning we weren't allowed to hire the neighbor to take us to work. And then it changed when I was a kid. Like at one point it changed. They decided, okay, it's all right, because like we were having to, like we were running out of work in rural Minnesota. Like you didn't have a lot of like people around that were building stuff, and we were doing construction work. So eventually, I think they decided, okay, like we're having to drive too far with the horse and buggy. We're gonna allow drivers. So that's when it changed in our community.
Yeah.
Hey, well, somebody said on TikTok, Amish dude, have you ever flown a plane?
Oh, I haven't, but I really, really want to. That's a lot
You
of
know,
fun. I mean,
we,
you can't make any promises. Uh, can you like drift a plane or like do donuts with one?
yes, you can, but I'm not sure that you would want to because I definitely being in the vehicle when you're driving this weekend. I don't want to be in the
Yeah.
plane when you're drifting. I could just tell you that. I had to at one point get out of the vehicle because this dude's like, I don't know, he freaked me out a little bit. Anyway, it was still a lot of fun. It
Yeah.
said, "Who's
Were you wearing your
talking?"
seatbelt?
What's
Were you
that?
like wearing your seatbelt? Were you like wearing your seatbelt or no?
I I don't know if I want to answer that honestly. I should have been wearing my seatbelt if I wasn't, but
Yeah, 'cause I have my trusty seatbelt on, like, but like I didn't go flying or anything, so.
okay. So there's an uh Amish dude that commented that said he will take you. So there's your plane ride.
Oh, that's
there's
my
your,
plane ride.
there's your
Oh,
plane ride.
like
Who's
the first time
talking? Oh, go ahead.
what? Well, yeah, like the first time I was on a plane. Well, it was actually like the second time, but like the first time I went anywhere, uh, like the guy, he let me like sit in the pilot seat and let me like move the controls and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Man, I felt like I was on top of the world
yeah. Yeah, my sons have gotten to sit in the cockpit because I've just recently taken them flying, commercial flying, and they've gotten to sit in there, and it's pretty cool as a dad to watch them sit in there and just look at all the controls and everything. But anyway, so go ahead.
I mean, there's a couple too many buttons on there. I mean,
There's a lot of buttons. Yep. Yeah,
I switches. I mean, it's just kind of crazy.
I've got several friends that are pilots, and I've gotten to actually fly a few times, and they've given me the controls, and I'm like, dude, like this, I like freak me out. I'm like, no, I don't want the controls. I mean,
It's pretty scary. I mean, you're just sitting up there like in a tube with wings, and you're
oh,
kind of winging it.
yeah, it is wild. Like I have no problem driving something with controls, but a plane, I'm like, dude, I don't know if like I'll put this thing in a nosedive or what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't want to be in charge of us dying.
I mean, if you put it in a nosedive, I mean, you're gonna hit the ground later or sooner.
Yeah, I do understand a little bit more about planes now, and I think it's obviously they knew what they were doing, so they knew they could probably pull me out of it if I did something stupid. But there's another question. Do any Amish children hope or want to go to school past eighth grade? You want to answer that?
Well, it's not really an option to go like past 8th grade, but I was ready to get out of school because I wanted to work for my dad. So as soon as I got out of school, I was like building stuff. Well, I wasn't necessarily building stuff. I was just mainly like picking up the trash for the first year or so.
Yeah, you were definitely gopher if it's anything like it was when I started out in construction. It's like you're the grunt man. You're the ground man. But I'll just answer from my perspective. Like the eighth grade, yeah, absolutely. I wanted to go to college. I saw my sister leave the Amish and go to college, and I just thought that's amazing. Like I wanted to be more educated. In fact, I had a very, very poor eighth grade education, and I probably learned way more out of school than I ever did in school. And I wanted to be, I guess, like blend into society. And so my goal was to go get a college degree. That was my goal. And I started a company to go do that very thing. And as I started this company and built it, I began to realize I do not want to go to college at all. I actually I actually want to be a business owner and I want to learn real life experience because college is like, of course, it educates you, but it also is you're paying someone to educate you, and meanwhile, you're not getting real life experience. And so I just found it more productive with me being in the market and actually doing real work and learning real life experience. And I am forever grateful for that.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've been to college, it's been like a fun time, but like that was not to necessarily learn anything. It's just my buddies took me there. We had a lot of
Gotcha.
fun.
Yeah, you just went there to hang out, huh?
Yeah, they wanted to show me around, so.
Yeah, somebody said on YouTube, who's talking? That's Timothy and the Amish dude. If you haven't followed him on YouTube, make sure you do so. And he's doing some what he calls Rumspringa, which is really it's the age between 16 and a half and 18 or 16 and a half and the time that he joins church, whichever one or whenever he decides to join church. He's 18 currently, so he's out there doing stuff and documenting it. And so that's who's talking, in case you wondered, because somebody asked. Hello from New Jersey. We're going to go ahead and wrap this live up. I have a lot of questions on YouTube. I will answer a few questions here before we get off of YouTube. We were gonna join a live on TikTok, and I guess I hadn't been live enough for them to give me access to doing so. I was live on YouTube as well. And I just want to answer a few questions if you don't mind sticking with us. Are you good with that, Timothy, or do you need to go?
Yes, sir, I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. Somebody said, let's get him on a motorcycle, or let's get him on motocross.
Oh,
A motocross track. There we go. On a motocross track. So what do you think about that?
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. I know my uncle Enos, like he does like dirt bikes and stuff. He lets me ride his sometimes, but
Okay.
maybe I have to get Hayden Deegan to like let me do it or something. So.
Yeah, that would be awesome. The thing that I'll say with the motocross track is just make sure you wear the proper gear so that you can keep your bones intact if you don't land right. They are a lot of fun. I've always dreamed about being a professional racer as a kid. Of course, that wasn't going to be a reality, me growing up Amish, but then when I was roughly 28 to 30 years old, I finally was able to buy a bike, a dirt bike, and I rode with one of my buddies. Actually, Hunter, the guy that just posted the James, the guy that just posted the question, he got me into it. So shout out to you, Hunter. So anyway, I had a blast with it, but it is a little dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that'd be kind of scary. I thought rolling the bucket was scary, but I couldn't imagine doing it like on a bike and stuff. Ooh wee.
Yeah. So somebody else said, I knew an Amish man that had a TV hidden in his haymow so he could watch sports. Is that a reality, Timothy?
Oh, we definitely got some stuff that people wouldn't think I have. Like, I got a laptop now, which I'm really happy about that.
Yeah. Well, you've been doing a lot of stuff that you're not necessarily supposed to be doing.
I know.
But yeah, that's neither here nor there. I mean, we've all like I could tell you story after story of stuff that I had hidden that I was not supposed to have. Of course, I had never joined the church, so an Amish man that has sworn and has committed his life to the church and is following the church rules, and if he has a TV hidden, that's really frowned upon. But it does happen because, like, I mean, some of them join the church and they're not ready for it. They don't want to be a part of the church. When they get in there, they really, find out it's not for them. But then they're a part of it, so they can't get out without being shunned. So, um, what a beautiful animal on the wall. That's a Texas Longhorn. Yes, thank you for noticing. I live in Texas and I love Texas Longhorns. So thank you for that. Anyway, welcome, Wisconsin. Why not read all the Bible? I would say the Swartz and Trooper Amish really just believe that, or they really uh, keep referring to the Bible as like, there's some rules in there that we need to follow, but then like don't read it too much because people go crazy if they read it too much. And I think what it all boils down to is it is people become free when they read their Bible and they leave, and the Amish do not want you to leave the Amish. So plain and simple.
Yeah, I mean, some people around here were like getting in trouble for like having Bible studies and stuff.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because you're gathering with an English Bible. So you're gathering, most of the time, those Bible studies, they're gathering with a non-German Bible, like an English Bible, one that we can actually understand and actually read. Then when that happens, the bishop he's not thrilled about that because, those people normally leave and we can't be having that. Hey, from Homestead Homestead? No. Can you read that? I'm messing it up. Hampstead, North Carolina. There we go. My tongue works. Yeah. I think I said that right.
That's definitely like an interesting one.
Yeah, that's above my 8th grade my pay grade. Dude. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much, Timmy, for hopping on here on this live. And like I said, on Friday night we will be posting the first episode of our interview together, and I hope you guys enjoy that. And there will be more, and there's also going to be some behind the scenes content that you guys have access to, and those of you that have already become members of our podcast on YouTube, you'll be able to see that as well and access it. Thank you for watching on TikTok, and remember to always be intentional. Is there anything else you want to add, Timmy?
I mean, always have fun and make sure you always gotta have some strong connections. I'd say.
And strong connections. Okay, we're still working on that, Timmy, but I appreciate it. Be intentional. We'll see you in the next video.